Alright guys, welcome back to What If Piccolo Was the Main Character. I'm enjoying this series, hope you're enjoying it so far. All that being said, let's get to the Moro episode. We cut to Grand Supreme Kai. He would be traveling to Earth. As he traveled there, he began to talk to Piccolo, Goku, and Vegeta, and everyone there. He would tell them how Moro escaped. Goku would ask who Moro was, and he would tell him a long time ago there was a man who can devour souls and energy themselves. And this man got stronger and stronger each time he did it, and he got younger and younger. Now he's on the loose. They would all be worried. They were already worried about Frieza, who was on the loose, but now they have to worry about Moro. Vegeta would go to Yard Rat to train, and Goku would go Master Ultra Instinct. Piccolo and Gohan hoped they had this, as they were going to go fight Moro. They didn't know where he was, though. But the Grand Supreme Kai told them they were on Namek, so Grand Supreme Kai Kai'd them to Namek, then Kai'd away. Suddenly, Piccolo would hear screams on the planet as people's life forms were slowly fading away, being sucked away. Piccolo and Gohan would quickly run in as they saw it, an entire village being destroyed by Moro. They charged in to stop him, but his gang got in the way. Piccolo and Gohan would both go orange and beast and defeat the gang members, but as they did, Moro was sucking more and more energy from them. Piccolo knew this couldn't last forever, so he said Kaioken times 5, charged at Moro and punched him straight in the face. He had to take Moro out, right here, right now. And Piccolo could have easily beat Moro, but Moro was a coward, and he was smart. He knew how to get away from people. Moro would then hide his energy, as suddenly, as Piccolo punched him straight in the face, he went flying throughout the planet, as then he flew into one of the rivers. As he got deep and deep into one of Namek's rivers, suddenly the crew would surround Piccolo, distracted him, as he started to absorb energy and hide by a nearby rock. Piccolo couldn't do this. Piccolo would look around, saying, "Damn it, we need to get the hell out of here." He would then turn giant to distract everyone, as he would then begin to blast them all off, and say, "Gohan, gather them all." Gohan would gather all the Namekians he could, and as he gathered them all, they became weaker and weaker. They both went into their base forms, as they felt like they were going to die, but then Shin appeared, teleporting them and all the Namekians away. As Piccolo and Gohan began to pant, Shin said, "What happened? You're so much stronger than him." He hid like a coward and began to absorb our energy. "We need to get him in a tiny space where he can't hide. I know the perfect place." Supreme Kai Shin said, as he had an idea on how to trap Moro. However, as that was going on, we cut to Vegeta. Vegeta was on Yard Rat, training with the Yard Ratians. For the longest time, he had a bit of evil in his heart. He had a bit of temper, so he couldn't train here. But now that since his heart was pure, he was finally able to train. He would meditate. Vegeta usually didn't like that type of training. He liked to train his body. He liked to push himself further. He didn't like to just sit there and look at himself deep within, because sometimes when he did this, he didn't like what he saw. As he was meditating, becoming calmer, the Yard Rats began to nod, as they saw Vegeta's progress begin to grow. As Vegeta's progress was growing quite well, they began to become happy with Vegeta, and then finally they agreed to do it. Since he meditated on himself and saw himself within, and since they finally realized he didn't have a negative heart, or at least not negative enough to cause any mayhem, they decided to teach him instant transmission and their other techniques. Vegeta would learn Yard Ratian customs, Yard Ratian ways, and he would train with them. For the first time ever, he wasn't pushing himself. For the first time ever, he wasn't training with his body. He was doing light training, training with his mind, training that makes him look deep within. And this type of training made him learn instant transmission and other techniques like the spirit fission. As that was going on, we cut to Goku. Goku was training with Whis, and as he trained with Whis, he began to get stronger and stronger. He was in the time chamber, but he wasn't looking for that. He was looking for Ultra Instinct. Beerus himself couldn't master it, so he was doubtful, but during the tournament, he wasn't pushed all the way to his limits, so he didn't master it, but he got close every once in a while. He was training, as suddenly, for a split second, his hair would turn white. Then he would turn back to normal. Goku would sigh, feeling so close yet so far away. Whis would put a hand on his shoulder. "Goku, do you know how old you are?" "Of course I do. I'm in my 40s. Look at what you have achieved. Only with that age, and you've achieved so much. People work for hundreds of years, don't even achieve the power you have. You should be grateful. I know you feel like you're being pushed against the wall, but hey, you Saiyans thrived in that kind of environment, right? Goku would smile and nod. As they decided to pick back up on their training, Goku would train intensely. Whis would hit him again and again and again and again. Through the pain, through the suffering, through the strength, Goku would fight it. Whis began to push his body. After day after day after day, months passed. And as the year was almost over, they felt like they didn't make any progress. But eventually his hair would turn white as Whis tried to hit him. And he would continue to dodge all of his attacks as suddenly he did it. Ultra Instinct. Whis was impressed. Well done, Goku, but you have not mastered it yet. He would continue to push him until he fell out of it. Then they would pick back up. They were not going to stop. They were not going to give up. They were going to keep going until they mastered Ultra Instinct. As Goku fully mastered it, he looked around, impressed with his new power. He would give Whis a serious look as Whis looked at him. Whis was proud, like a father who just watched his son achieve something. Meanwhile, we cut back to Piccolo and Gohan, who were training intensely against each other, pushing each other further and further, using their anger, using their power to make themselves stronger. They would even train with Broly, but anytime Broly got too mad, they would shock him with the shock collar. Paragus wanted revenge, but after he learned everything, he decided not to go for it. Instead, live out his life on Earth. After all, he did miss a lot of years. He didn't have much time left to live. As they were training and getting stronger, suddenly they would feel a massive power get out of the time shaper. They could sense it. They could sense Goku left. As they all were there, waiting, suddenly Vegeta would finally arrive. Instant transmission there. Gohan, Piccolo, Broly, Vegeta, Goku were all ready to defeat Moro. As Supreme Kai-Shen had a plan. His plan was to have Frieza's army lure him to a planet with not a lot of people, and a planet where there's nowhere to hide, so they can easily attack him. Shen and the rest would go to Frieza. Frieza would look around worried, scared that they were here to take him out and take down his empire, but Piccolo explained what was going on. Piccolo would say Moro was worrisome for his empire, so he'll agree to help them. The trap was all set. As the trap was set, eventually Frieza's army would go after Moro, then he would chase after it, luring him to the small planet, as suddenly Piccolo, Goku, Vegeta, Frieza, Broly would all appear with Gohan. As Moro looked around, he saw nothing but vessels to feed off of, but as he started to feed off of them, something was wrong. There was no cover on this planet, and all of his minions were being taken down by Frieza's soldiers. As they all charged in, surrounded Moro, they began to beat him up. Moro would quickly try to take their energy, however, they would be too fast, tearing Moro apart, beating him up. Moro felt his bones break, his ribs shatter, as he begged for mercy. Please, please let me live. Frieza would then begin to laugh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, it's so delightful, so funny. When they beg for mercy, it makes it so much more enjoyable, as then he would death beam him straight to the skull, killing him. As Moro lay there dead, they all would look at each other. Frieza felt like he was the next biggest target. Frieza then began to walk away. Well, I'll go clear up what's left of the prisoners, as suddenly Piccolo would say, wait. Frieza would be shocked, as he felt like Piccolo was going to attack him. He was obviously the next target, and he was surrounded by enemies. Frieza would look and say, yeah? Piccolo would say, good job. Frieza would then just sigh and go to his spaceship and fly off. Frieza felt like he had to do something fast. As that was going on, we cut to Granola. Granola has been searching for revenge for a while now. Frieza came back, and he's more powerful than ever. And this weird Namekian's helping Saiyans fight around the world. He's heard about the Saiyans and them going after Moro and all that. He needed his revenge. That's all he wanted in life. He needed to avenge his people, but he didn't know how. Eventually, though, he would finally find it. The Dragon Ball on the planet was missing for a long time on planet Cereal, but finally he found the Dragon Ball. With the 2 Dragon Balls, he summoned the dragon and wished to become the strongest in the universe. could feel all of it. He could feel all the power he gained from the wish, and he felt like it was enough. Finally, he'd be strong enough. Finally, he'd be powerful enough to avenge his people. And that's going to leave things off. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. The next video will be the last because, well, Cell didn't reach his full form, so there wouldn't be like a super perfect Cell here, or like a Cell Max. And I like to finish series. I start series and I finish them and I go to the next. I like that. That's why I stopped it at the Tournament of Power, to go early. You know, but this was just me experimenting going these sagas. I might do these sagas, all my things, but not all of them. And like I said, I can't do the Broly one because it's just Broly getting pissed, and like that would be hard to bring to turn into a full story, even though they made a full movie out of it. So yeah, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think down below. Peace out.